Ooh, looks like one of those little numbskulls took a big old bite right out of you back there. I guess they got you, huh? Maybe if you weren't quite so tasty, they'd leave you alone. And so would I.
Okay.
Behold.
Family. Death is your only family. Death and I. Best get accustomed to the both of us.
Listen to me, Zagreus. Your mother is long gone. You're never getting out of here, and even if you did, what hope could you possibly have in finding her up in the world out there?
I've hope enough. Not that it's any of your business anymore.
Your family is here, and so is your responsibility. You're running from yourself. Though, I can slow you down a bit, I think.
Well, Father.
Do bathe yourself in magma when you get to Asphodel.
Asphodel.
Within the suffocating heat of Asphodel reside the vast majority of those who lived upon the earth and died. There they persist until the end of time.
Or until I crush their bones to dust. So did everybody miss me? Thank you for waiting.
Welcome back. It's usually pretty quiet keeping watch over the pool of sticks back there, but it's sure been busy lately. Why, somebody else came through just earlier. You should have seen the look on my face when it wasn't you.
Huh? Megara tells me that you surpassed her while out there. How utterly embarrassing for her, to say the least.
You must have vanquished Megara, my child. She has been sulking in the lounge for quite some time.
The prodigal son returns. Everyone's saying I went easy on you, Zag.
Thanatos does it again. Getting warmer. Gust of air. This mark, almost like a batwing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Hey, boss. Found you. Good. Hermes, at your service. Pleasure. You are the talk of Olympus. Normally I wouldn't get mixed up, but for you, I'll be making an exception. Now, come on. We've both got places to be.
Why, it's the barge of death.
Ooh, wow, you made it all the way to Asphodel that time. That's pretty neat. Still died and everything, but not as quickly as you used to, so that's progress, right?
Hail. Say, I was wondering, Achilles, any news of Orpheus of late? I've not seen him around here in some time. He's still paying his dues?
That I believe he is, lad. I hope your father cuts his sentence short.
We each have our commitments to this house, Megara. There is no shame in yours. And whilst your sisters are away, you bear their burden of responsibility as well.
I understand. It's just... am I supposed to keep pretending nothing's changed? This house is cracking at the seams, and no one's going to admit it?
Son's got the top on us again, I guess. Lord Ares.
Did you happen to know, my king, that you have slain more than 100 foes since you began your quest? You have, for I am keeping count, and I am most impressed.
That's who I think it is.
Hey, quick question, Sisyphus. You seen the other Fury sisters lately?
Not seen the other Fury sisters in some time now that you mention it. Just Megara, the kindly one. And she is quite a handful on her own. I'll keep an eye out for the other two.
Oh, hi there.
Oh, finally. I've been waiting for this. Really.
You must be one of Megara's lovely sisters. I don't believe we've had the pleasure. Waiting for what, exactly?
Anyway, I always wanted to kill a god. you'll have to do.
Oh, wow. Electo's got it out for you? Normally, she doesn't kill anyone. She likes keeping them alive. For quite a while, really.
Back again. I see you've decided to come home. Changed your mind yet? Or looking for more pain and suffering?
More pain and suffering for sure. After all, you taught me to appreciate the finer things.
You keep telling yourself that, boy. But mark you my words, sooner or later this life that you have chosen for yourself shall teach you I was right.
Good talk. Good talk. Nyx, can you tell me more about my birth mother? Anything at all. What was she like when you first met? What did you think of her?
Your birth mother left a strong impression on us, child. It was apparent she was from a far-off place, and yet she brought with her a lightness I had not experienced before. My first impression soon subsided, and I grew to care for her. You possess many of her finer qualities.
Finer qualities? Such as abandoning her family members? Why did she leave? Why won't you tell me?
Please, you must not ask such things of me. I swore a binding oath never to say. I have already circumvented it as much as can be done. Go find her, child. Then you shall understand.
I trust you, Nyx. I do.
Well, you know what I like about you? The way you bleed.
That is not the type of flattery I'm used to. You're making me a bit uncomfortable, I'll have you know.
Never met a god that bleeds like you. Red. Like a worthless mortal. Come on, let's bleed you dry.
No.
Why you...
I don't like her very much. Titan blood.
You know, cuz, all this time that I've been busting souls across the borders of your father's land, it's good to have the chance to help somebody out the other way.
What? Singing? Here?
Come on in.
From within a humble residence in Asphodel reverberates the golden-sounding voice of Lord Eurydice, who once attempted to escape the underworld and failed utterly, much like Prince Zagreus.
Hey, you must be the Hades kid. How's it going then, your royal majesty? Nice to meet you. I'm Eurydice. What brings a big, important guy like you up to a place like this?
Hi there. No need for formalities, I'm Zagreus. Don't mean to be rude, though I'm in a bit of a rush.
Well, don't you have your hands full, hun? I'll let you go. But there's one rule in my place, which is nobody leaves here empty-handed. You got that? So take your pick. My treat. You got it, hun.
Cheers. Hey, look, it's me, witches.
Wow, you just barged into the witches' circle out in Asphodel and they just filled you full of all those stinging purple orbs and killed you, huh? You can't just show up expecting to join their club. You have to study witchcraft for years.
I'll get right on that.
Grown any wiser yet?
Call my chambers a mess? Look at your desk, father. Whatever happened to your court musician, huh? Where's his sentencing parchment work? Stuck in Tartarus all because he stopped singing for you on command?
My desk is far more organized than you, boy. And if you're so concerned about our court musician, why don't you commute his sentence yourself?
Guess what, boy? Made it all the way to Asphodel last time. I fully understand how come you never liked it there. Now to trek on back, I guess. Take care.
Despite the Underworld Prince's optimism, his old companion Cerberus, the multi-headed hound, maintains a somewhat sulky attitude for now.
Than's the featured servant of the house again. Nice to meet you.
Murderer.
Hey, you must be one of Meg's sisters. Nice to finally meet you. My name is Zagreus. Not murderer, definitely not.
Murderer.
If you got killed by Tisiphone the Fury, why then it must mean you've been accused of murder.
Murder.
How about no? No murder. No murder. That's one way to prove I'm innocent. You lot, huh? I can use this.
You're well familiar with my professional associate there with the boat. Source of the recently departed gotta make it over to the underworld somehow. Part of my job. I bring them in, he takes them down.
You must have a lot of stops around these parts, don't you, Charon, mate? Most of the dead are here in Asphodel, correct? You're not Dusa.
You look like someone who just got turned to stone, then crushed to a bloody pulp by the Megagorgon of Asphodel. Am I right? Oh, look, I'm sorry to hear that. And before you ask, I won't tell Dusa. Don't you worry about that.
That's very reassuring.
But they're your sisters. I mean, they're family. You must have something in common. Some way of, I don't know, seeing eye to eye.
You're more my sister than they are to me, Dusa. I don't always agree with Lord Hades, but I'm thankful that they're not permitted in this house.
Hey, look, I understand. I really do.
Lord Zeus.
So you are summoned to Hades by that Nyx, the night goddess. Is that correct, nephew? Well, I suppose she's closest to a queen as your lord fathers like to find down there. I tried to match him up with some more wholesome types, but no, and here we are.
Goddess Athena.
Your father Hades and my father Zeus have not communicated in some time, and Zeus refuses to explain. Something transpired between the two of them. Perhaps you know better than I.
Charon's shop. Hi, Charon. I finally met Hermes, god of swiftness, travel, bringing souls of the departed to your boat. Calls you his professional associate. You and you've been working together for a while, haven't you? You don't say.
Olympus knows of him, bestowing on him all their worthless blessings here within my realm. Our realm. Explain to me how exactly this is possible, Nyx. Either your limitless power has considerably waned, or you are up to something.
Do not question my power, Hades. Your son was bound to be discovered the closer he came to the surface. The Olympians are pleased to know they have a distant relative and bid him welcome to their mountain. That is all. Their influence is very limited.
Blood and darkness, do not speak to me about their influence. I've seen their influence firsthand. You've made a foolish mistake.
You would speak to me of foolish mistakes. You cannot change the course that has been set. Try all you like.
Nyx.
Care to provide me any insight as to just what sort of hideous monstrosity awaits me over on the next infernal island, Charon, mate? That bad, huh? Hello? Oh, great.
Owie, looks like the bone hydra of Asphodel just stomped you that time, huh?
Father, you always said the Olympians wanted nothing to do with our kind. But doesn't Charon work directly with Hermes? Maybe it's you who wants nothing to do with them.
I want nothing to do with them, correct. My hasty nephew assists Charon out of necessity alone. Not even Thanatos is able to keep up with the rate at which mortals expire and must then cross our borders.
Want me to pitch in? Just give me your blessing and I'll head straight for the surface.
No, I think not, boy. You are born of this realm. The surface is a windswept waste. You don't know how good you have it here.
You're right, I don't. You touch me, and I shall have your head. How many of these are there? Oh, that stupid Hydra.
It's fun watching the pool of sticks, you know? The ripples in the blood and everything, and sometimes somebody pops out of there like you. I sign them in and help make sure they have a pleasant stay.
Well, sign me in then. Be there soon, Bone Hydra. Somebody lose a spine out there. Must be Eurydice.
What's going on? And here I was just thinking it's been too long since the Hades kid stopped by. Coming right up.
Ooh, that's good. Take care.
Come again.
Oh, you probably caught yourself thinking, Hermes sure is quick. So how come it took so long for him to show up in the first place? Well, I'm afraid that's not for you to know. But it's not because I was late. Not late for anything.
You touch me, and I shall have your head. Keep them coming. Good, no more heads. Should fetch me something good back home.
You think you can just walk into Elysium, do you?
Yes, I do. Farthest I've come. The fields of Elysium.
The rare, heavenly splendors of Elysium, reserved for only the most great of mortal souls, spread forth luxuriantly all about the fire-stepping prince.
Luxuriantly? Really? I'm back. Again.
You're late with your report, Hypnos. Again. Again. The dead, of course, can wait, but I'm less patient. Now explain yourself to me.
Oh, well, let's see. I woke up, I don't know what time it was, and I made sure that every shade had been accounted for, just like I always do, except I couldn't find my list at first. Can you believe it? I thought maybe my brother played a little prank, and so...
Get to the blasted point already. I don't have all day or night. Your report, where is it?
Sure, I was just getting to it, Master. My list, I found it over by the lounge. It was inside, but I am not the one who put it there, no sir. So I've been making positively sure it's not been tampered with, that it has everybody's name, cause of death, place of birth, former body weight, any previous allergies or medications.
Enough! Blood and darkness, that's enough from you. Just see to it the ledger of the dead is accurate, and get back to your post. Would that you could be more like your brother.
You've done it now, Hypnos. Thanatos in the spotlight. The fated list. I hear something.